You ever wonder why discipline feels so hard? Like you're constantly fighting yourself just to do the things you know you should do. It's not because you're lazy, it's because your brain is literally wired against it. From an evolutionary standpoint, your brain is designed to do two things: seek pleasure and avoid pain. And discipline, at least at first, feels a lot like pain. This is why motivation is a trap. Motivation is an emotion, a fleeting high that feels great in the moment but inevitably fades. It gets you to buy the gym membership, but it won't get you out of a warm bed on a cold Monday morning. Discipline, on the other hand, is a system. It's what carries you when the feelings aren't there. And today, I'm going to show you how to stop fighting your brain and start working with it. How to trick it into not just tolerating discipline, but actually liking it. Your brain runs on a reward system, and the chemical in charge is dopamine. When you scroll social media, eat a sugary snack, or watch another episode, you get a quick, easy hit of dopamine. Your brain learns, this feels good. Let's do it again. The problem is, the rewards from discipline, like getting in shape, learning a new skill, or building a business, are delayed. The dopamine hit is weeks, months, or even years away. So, when you try to build a new habit, like going from 0 to running 5 miles a day, your brain screams in protest. It sees a massive amount of effort with no immediate reward. It's a bad deal. And so, after a few days of raw effort, it steers you right back to the couch, back to the familiar, comfortable dopamine loops. This is why most new habits fail within a month. We ask too much, too soon, and our brain simply rejects the transaction. This is where people think willpower is the answer. They try to push through and force themselves to be disciplined. But willpower is like a muscle, it gets tired. Think about it. You might have a lot of willpower in the morning. You wake up, you skip the donut, you get to work on time. But after a long day of making decisions, dealing with stress, and resisting temptations, your willpower is drained. By the evening, the idea of hitting the gym feels impossible. Your brain defaults to the easiest option, comfort. This is why the most disciplined people don't rely on willpower. They know it's a finite resource. Instead, they follow one simple rule: make it stupid easy. So easy that your brain doesn't even see it as a threat. So easy that it would be more effort to say no than to just do it. When you start small, impossibly small, you're not just building a habit. You're rewiring your brain's entire perception of the task. Let's say you want to start meditating. Instead of trying for 20 minutes, you commit to 1 minute. Just one. Anyone can do 1 minute. Your brain doesn't put up a fight because the cost is almost zero. There's no pain to avoid. You do it for a week. It's effortless. Now, something incredible happens. You're no longer just trying to meditate. You start to see yourself as the type of person who meditates every day. This is the shift from action-based goals to identity-based discipline. Instead of saying, I have to go to the gym, you start telling yourself, I'm the type of person who doesn't miss workouts. Instead of I need to study, it becomes I'm a dedicated student. This isn't just a word game. You're giving your brain a new identity to live up to, and the brain loves consistency. It will start to automatically guide your actions to align with this new, powerful self-image. Which one of your goals would feel easier if you started seeing yourself as the person who has already achieved it? Think about that for a second. This brings us to a fundamental truth. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Going to the gym for 2 hours once a week might feel heroic, but it's the person who shows up for 20 minutes every day who transforms their body and their life. Why? Because consistency builds the neural pathways. It makes the behavior automatic. Intensity burns you out. Consistency builds you up. The goal isn't to have one perfect day. The goal is to have hundreds of pretty good days strung together. So, how do you make consistency easier? You design your environment for it. Your environment is the invisible hand that shapes your behavior. If you want to stop eating junk food, Don't keep it in the house. If you want to read more, put a book on your pillow. If you want to go to the gym in the morning, lay out your gym clothes the night before. The most disciplined people aren't more motivated than you. They've just made the right choices easier and the wrong choices harder. The problem is rarely laziness. The problem is friction. Friction is anything that stands between you and the action you want to take. For the gym, friction could be packing your bag, driving in traffic, or even just deciding what workout to do. For studying, friction could be finding your notes, clearing your desk, or turning off your phone. Your job isn't to find more willpower to overcome this friction. Your job is to systematically remove it. Make the starting line so close that you just fall over it. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m., place your alarm clock across the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. Friction removed. If you want to drink more water, keep a full bottle on your desk at all times. Friction removed. You're engineering your own success. But you can also go one step further. You can actually trick your brain into enjoying the process by using rewards strategically. Remember, your brain craves dopamine. So, give it some, but this time, you're in control. The rule is simple. After you complete your disciplined task, give yourself a small, immediate, and healthy reward. This is called habit stacking. After you meditate for 1 minute, you get to listen to your favorite song. After you finish your 20-minute workout, you get to enjoy a delicious, healthy smoothie. Your brain starts to connect the dots. Wait, when I do this hard thing, I get a good feeling right after. You're creating a new feedback loop, a disciplined dopamine loop. Over time, your brain will start to anticipate the reward, and the disciplined act itself will begin to feel good. You're literally training your brain to crave the grind. Let's look at some real-life examples. For the gym, the common mistake is going all in, getting incredibly sore, and then quitting. The disciplined approach is to start with a 15-minute walk. The next week, 20 minutes. You make it so easy and consistent that it becomes a non-negotiable part of your day, like brushing your teeth. For studying, the mistake is cramming for 8 hours straight, fueled by caffeine and panic. The disciplined approach is the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. You reward your focus with rest. You remove friction by having a dedicated, clean study space. You build the identity of a focused, effective learner. For waking up early, the mistake is setting an alarm for 5 a.m. when you normally wake up at 8 a.m. Your body and brain will revolt. The disciplined approach is to wake up just 15 minutes earlier for a week. Then another 15. You make the change gradual, removing the pain your brain wants to avoid. The biggest mistake I see people make, though, is tying their discipline to self-hatred. They think, I'm so out of shape, I have to punish myself at the gym, or, I'm so stupid, I need to force myself to study. This never works. You cannot hate yourself into a version of yourself you love. This approach frames discipline as a punishment, and your brain will always fight against punishment. You need a profound mindset shift. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. It's respecting your future self enough to do the hard things today. It's telling yourself, I am worthy of the goals I have. I am worthy of the effort it takes to achieve them. When you come from a place of self-respect, discipline stops being a chore and starts becoming an act of self-care. It's you, taking care of you. But what happens when you fail? Because you will. You'll skip a day. You'll eat the cake. You'll hit the snooze button. Here's where most people go wrong. They see one failure as a total collapse. They think, well, I've already ruined my diet today. Might as well eat the whole pizza. This is the all-or-nothing mindset, and it's a killer of progress. The rule is simple. Never miss twice. Skip the gym today. Fine. Life happens. But you are absolutely not missing tomorrow. One bad meal doesn't ruin a diet. One missed workout doesn't erase your progress. The key is to get back on track immediately. Forgive yourself, learn the lesson, and take the next right step. Recovery is part of the process. So, let's put this all together into a simple system you can start today. First, pick just one area you want to improve. Second, define the absolute smallest action you can take. Your 2-minute rule. Want to write a book? Write 1 sentence. Want to learn to code? Open the program and write 1 line. Third, link it to an existing habit and prepare your environment. Lay out your workout clothes. Put the book on your knit stand. Fourth, celebrate the win. No matter how small, acknowledge it. Give yourself a mental high five. Feel the pride. This is you, keeping a promise to yourself. That's it. Start there, because the truth is, you don't need more motivation. You don't need to wait for a burst of inspiration or for the perfect moment. Those things are unreliable illusions. What you need is a better system. A system that honors how your brain actually works. A system built on small wins, consistency, and self-respect. Discipline isn't about being a robot. It's about becoming the architect of your own habits. It's about understanding the machine, not fighting it. It's about deciding who you want to be, and then proving it to yourself, one small, stupidly easy action at a time. You already have everything you need to begin. The only question is, will you?